All right, so we're going to do a little bit of a different exercise here. This time we're going to start on a concert F and work our way down all the way to a concert B flat. I know, why different than the other ones? In most cases, at least from what I've seen through my mentors and a lot of other schools that I've studied with, concert F is always the main tuning sound that most directors want to hear. It's pretty much the universal sound that most of the directors that I've worked with usually start their students on. So, like the baritone, we have our concert F, which is going to be all open, no fingers pressed down. As a matter of fact, the baritone and the tuba's fingerings are slightly similar. Some may be a little bit different, but most of it is all similar. So once again, concert F and concert B flat are going to be open, while concert E flat is going to be your first finger or first valve. Concert D, like we did with baritone, 1 and 2. If you had that fourth valve, you could easily go to C from there, but since we only have 3, 1 and 3 for C, and of course down to open. So once again, just remember that. Open for both F and B flat, E flat 1, D 1 and 2, C 1 and 3. So here we go. Let's go ahead and start with our concert F. Now remember, on this one, you're going to have to require a lot more air, a lot of fast air, a lot of warm air. Kind of like how you're keeping your hands warm on a really, really cold day. That's about the exact same amount of air you want to push, if not a bit more. So here we go. Proper placement of the tuba is exactly the same way as your baritone. The only difference is it's just a little bit bigger. So here we go. You're going to have your left foot spread. You're going to have your left foot out, your right foot in. Once again, 1, 2, and 3 on the valves. Your thumb's going to be in between the first and second valve, and you're going to hug, caress it. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and start on a concert F. Here we go. And 1, 2, breathe in now. So, notice what I just did. You heard a concert F, but then you heard a completely different vibration. You heard a completely different tone. Why did that happen? That's what we call double buzzing. Double buzzing happens every now and then, and it's especially going to happen, directors, it's going to happen to your students too. Students, if you're the ones watching this, you're probably saying to yourself, oh my God, he just did the same thing that I've been doing. How do you fix a double buzz? Like I said, faster air, but you also want to keep these corners of your mouth nice and tight. Remember where your anchor is going to be, and push faster air. Keep those lips vibrating. So let's try that again. That's a concert F, open, and 1, 2, let's try it again. It's going to take you a couple of times. If you're like me, last time I played tuba, that was back during my undergrad years. That was back in the early 2000s. Yes, I'm that old. No, I'm not, but still. So let's try it again. Sometimes you're going to have to, it's kind of a hit and miss with tuba. Very rarely will most students hit that concert F right then and there. So let's try that one more time. Let's take it a little slower. Maybe we're moving a little too fast. And 1, 2, ready and play. A little better, if not maybe just a tad bit too sharp. So that leads me to my next part. If your instrument is a little too sharp or a little too flat, well, what do you know? There's our Texas Blue. I guess she's hungry, but hey, we'll feed you later. Go on now. Go on, eat. You gotta love her. Such a good dog, but sometimes she likes to crave the spotlight. Now, as we were saying, tuning slide. Whenever you do feel like you're a little too off, this here is your main tuning slide. You can easily pull it out if you're too sharp, or if you're too flat, push it back in, depending on how you feel your sound is, or in this case, however you feel your director is. So I'm going to pull this out slightly and see if that fixes anything. Now, it did fix somewhat of a difference, but I did try something else, and this is something that you guys can try doing as well. Because it's a bigger instrument, and because it's going to require a lot more air, it's not as small as what the baritone or the trombone are. Even though we're playing an F that is pretty much below the staff of your bass clef, open your teeth. Open the teeth. See if that helps. Keep the corners nice and firm and anchored, but open those teeth. Drop the jaw a little bit to see if it opens up that throat to allow more free air to come through. So here we go. Concert F one more time. And 5, 6, ready, here we go. Not bad. So now we're going to go from F to a concert E flat, which is 1. F to an E flat in half notes. Here we go. 1, 2, breathe in. Here we go. Try to clean it up with me. Here we go. If you mess up, it's okay. Try it again. Last time. 2, and ready, and play. Like I said, requires a lot of air. Another thing you can try doing, especially when it comes to playing these lower notes for beginners, have your students, or students if you're watching, try to see if you can direct the air downwards rather than upwards or straight forward. As you play your concert F, drop the jaw, open up the teeth, but aim your airstream with your aperture downwards and see if that helps any. So we did a concert F onto a concert E flat and now concert D. So open, 1, 1, 2, F, E flat, D. Here we go. Still the same thing in half notes. 1, 2, here we go, and play. Looks like that double bus just doesn't want to go away from me. It happens, and it does take some time and practice to get it out. So, don't get discouraged, and don't make fun of me either, because I have feelings too, you know. Here we go. 3 notes ago. 1, 2, again, here we go. And last but not least, we're going to add 2 more notes, which is your C, 1, 3, and open for B flat. So all we're doing is just going down now in half notes. Here we go. And 1, 2, here we go, and play. Funny, the very lower notes want to come out for me, but anything within the staff, that's when it wants to try messing around with me. In this case, F and E flat. It's okay. Some notes you're going to hit like that, and then some notes you're not going to hit like that. It just takes time and practice. So, before we end off this episode, let's go ahead and try it one more time. We're going F all the way down to a concert B flat. So finger along, F to an E flat, to a D, to a C, and then to a B flat. Looks like all my Texas kitties and Texas dog are just hungry. As I hear them whining, I hear them crying. But you know what? Show must go on. We love animals. Take care of your animals at home, please. So, here we go. All the way down again. And 1, 2, breathe in, here we go. were able to get it right then and there, you're already one step ahead. If not, hey, look who you're talking to. I'm Texas Dan, and as much as I am a professional, sometimes even the most professional of musicians are not always the perfect. If anyone ever tells you they're perfect at what they do, guess what? They're lying. Everyone is flawed, including myself. It's how you make yourself a lot more better by practice that'll make you the better musician. I'm Texas Dan, and as we say here in Texas, y'all come back now, you hear?